everybody, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I'm doing good, as I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. And you guys are gonna have a wonderful end of, well, just ignore that. Oh, let's rephrase that. Alright. Let's rephrase that. Alright. I hope you all are having a wonderful week so far. Happy hump day is today. Yes, today is Wednesday. Oh my god. It's been a day. Let me tell you, it's been a day. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Happy hump day, as good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from. As sit back, relax, and enjoy the beautiful views here with this Scania and beautiful views here that we are going to be going through as we are going, yes, we're going to Bologna, Italy, with this Volvo. Well, okay, I'm going to say it the right way, and I'm going to say it the SCS way. Volvo Compactor SD160B is actually supposed to, and in the game is Compactor Volvo SD160B. Yes, we're going to Bologna, Italy, from Bern, Switzerland. Should be a fun trip. I will have to sleep on the way, and I'm actually going to get into that topic right now, actually. So, I was actually talking about the load, and then I'll get into the topic of conversation, and then I'll get into the other topic, which is just mainly NASCAR. Alright, so, the main topic of conversation is these videos, these type of videos. Yes, you guys love silent trips. Yes, you guys love quick trips. I get that. I really do. I do plan on doing the quick trips or silent trips in the American trucks that I have in this game and bring it to you guys. That is the plan. Don't hold it against me. I'm going to find some time. I'm going to find a load or two with different ones, and those will be the silent trips. Now, why do I not do part 1, part 2? So part 1, part 2s, I want them to be fair. I want them to be somewhat the same length of video, but also the same about the same point. And the reason I say like the same point is like, okay, here's the front half of the trip. Now here's the second half where I'm just sitting here playing. You are sitting back, relaxing, listening to the beautiful Scania do some work, and the beautiful sounds that come with this game. Now, the reason this trip doesn't fall under a part 1, part 2 is because of how short this trip is. Yes, this is a 9-hour trip, and yes, once I hit the F1 button, you can see that I'm under, I think it was 8 hours. Yeah, so I don't have enough time to make it all the way there. Now, I was trying to find a rest area closer to Bologna, Italy, but I was not lucky. The closest one to us right now is actually at the police checkpoint, which is where we're going to sleep, and then we're just going to get right back on the road because this trip should not take that long, so this video shouldn't be that long either. But yes, the 16-ton Volvo compactor on the back of me on the Schwarzer. I think it's a low loader. I think this is the low loader, not the low boy. BAM International in Bern, Switzerland to GLS in Bologna, Italy. 16 tons is the load, but if you read the pounds in the description, it's 36,797 pounds. What are we doing here, people? Like, are we that afraid of tunnels, or what? I shouldn't say that. Oh, the AI. I just love the AI over in this game. But yeah, it's been a day for me. Hopefully it's been a nice, easy day for you guys. Hopefully it's been a nice week for you guys. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the content. Now, part of me does want to make this a part 1, part 2, just because, you guys do want to see silent trips and quick trips over here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. But, the thing with me is it's like, if I know I can do this trip in a short amount of time, then I'm definitely just going to do it. You know what I mean? And with that being said, I'm not going to say this, but yes, we are going to come back in this area of Switzerland. We're not going to avoid Switzerland at all. The plan is always. Okay, this is new to me. Yeah, this is definitely new to me. I never had to deal with this. Pretty cool. I didn't even know this was a thing. Well, I mean, I knew this was a thing, like checkpoints and way station. 33 tons. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna argue, or they'll give me a ticket. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna argue because they'll give me a ticket. Okay, that's something new. Easy, easy. Jesus. But like I said, you know, I would love to do this as a part 1, part 2, but, you know, there's really no point because this trip is not that long of a trip. It's literally, I think it's 9 hours and 11 minutes and, 389 miles. I think we are... Guys, this got me all fucked up. Anyway, let me just tell you something. It's been a week so far for me, and it's been a day so far for me. That's all I'm saying. And I can mean that in the nicest way possible, like with work and everything going on, the weather, just everything. So bear with me. Yeah, we are going to make some errors on this trip. So if I do stop and I just say screw it, I'm making this a part 2. It's nothing against you guys. It's just that I am just done with today. Like don't get me wrong. And this is way off topic. Like, good week, had a good weekend, had a good start of the week, and then just bleh. I don't know if it's because of something stupid. I don't know if it's because of the weather. So, yeah. Oh my god. And don't get me wrong, when I say about the weather, I've been enjoying the weather. I think me and my kid, or my son, rather, we have been enjoying this weather. Like, non-stop, just enjoying this weather. Like, here, I don't know what happened here in Pennsylvania, but the weather has been like up in the low 80s, and then now it's in the like the high 90s all of a sudden. You know. But like I said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little tired, not gonna lie. Been a long day, to tell you the truth. It's been a day. Let's just go with that. But like I said, I hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are doing wonderful. But alright, enough of this. Let's go to the one topic. I do have a couple questions I'm going to be answering here in today's video. Topic is NASCAR, Bristol. How do I feel about Ty Gibbs winning at Bristol? So, I kind of seen it coming because I told a coworker who's in the NASCAR as well as much as I am. Here's the thing with me. Well-deserved victory, especially what he's gone through. Like I know people who call him the Silver Spoon Kid, or I know people who called him the Silver Spoon Kid, or just anything like that. He's a good, hardworking kid. I think a lot of people just need to give him a little bit more time, and you know, I think he'll be a good Cup driver. You know, it's definitely taken him a while to win. You know, just like Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott took a good while to win. You know, he's definitely one of them. So, I think Ty Gibbs is the same way. I think Ty Gibbs will start winning here. I don't know if he's going to win any more this year though, but he's doing good so far. Okay, Subaru. Dude, or whatever you are. Oh, that makes sense. And I need over. Sorry, looking at Pikachu. Pikachu! Thank you, Mr. Tow Truck. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the map real quick and just prove to you guys. So here's Bologna. Like here's where we're delivering. Yeah, there's nothing near. Like that's not a rest area. None of these travel plazas. Like here's one here, but it's like here's one here, but then you know, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe you know what? Go stop there. Actually, 4 hours and 21 minutes. And we have 5 hours and 29 minutes. Let's do that. Or, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. I didn't realize there was that little rest area there. Let's go there. Sleep. Get moving. Let's go there and sleep. Let's go there and sleep, and then we'll just continue on our way. Because the plan originally was to sleep here and then go, but like, I don't know. Now I might change my mind. You guys gotta go. Like, go. Oh my god. I got that trucker rate. I will admit this, and this is one thing my baby mama and a couple coworkers will admit, they will agree with me. I do have trucker rage in real life. So this is no surprise to me. Like, I can just... Anyway, let's get back to the NASCAR topic. So, you know, Ty Gibbs, you know, in my opinion, you know, I think he's gonna come. I don't know if he's gonna win any more this year. I think he will. He'll probably win 2 more. With the way Joe Gibbs Racing is running, like those guys are running, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually start winning a couple more races. I know they do well at Kansas. I know they do well at a couple other tracks that we're going to. So yeah. Now, the question I did also get asked about NASCAR is the whole Kyle Busch thing with RCR. And the reason I say the whole Kyle Busch thing is because of what happened on the radio between the crew chief and the spotter. Look, the crew chief is Justin Allgaier's crew chief. The crew chief came over from Justin Allgaier, who led Justin Allgaier to damn near another championship last year. Okay? Here's the thing with me. Not a lot of people praise him, you know, for what he's accomplished over at Junior Motorsports. He's like, oh, that's just an Xfinity cars, you know, they really don't do well when some do, some don't. I think, and here's what's going to happen. I don't know how much longer Kyle Busch is going to be in Cup. But I can tell you this right now. If, you know, there is a strong rumor, and the reason I say this, there's a strong rumor that Kyle Busch is going to the 48 car next year. If that does happen, then Kyle Busch is done. He's out. And what I mean by done out, he's going to retire with the team he started, which was Hendrick Motorsports, which I would be fine with. You know? But the thing I'm going to say this is, you got to give the crew chief and the spotter, you know, time. You know, especially that crew chief who, you know. So, I'm not surprised. I mean, I know tempers have gotten high over at RCR, especially with Richard Childress, so I'm kind of surprised that they're not running as good as some of the other Chevy teams. But we'll have to wait and see. So. So, alright, let's get to some of the questions that you guys have asked me. Ugh. I had to adjust my headset there to apologize. I see raindrops. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so it's this one. Like I said, we'll stop, get some sleep, and we'll go about our way. Alright, so first question comes to us. Hey Bill, here's a question for you. I know you are a big baseball guy. I know you. Why are you? Why? Dude. Stupid. That's how accidents happen, man. Like everyone's moving. Oh, I'm about done. I am about done with this AI. Like, I wish this was like Farming Simulator where I could just delete traffic, go, bye. But then, you know, it's like, it's gonna be really boring without these freaking morons out here. Freaking like this guy. Freaking moron. Get out of my way. No, you can go over there. You just... Freaking idiot. Anyway, sorry about that. I do apologize. Anyway, moving forward. Anyway, the question comes, Hey Bill, got a good question here for you. Question is, what would it take for you to switch manufacturer over here on Euro Truck Simulator 2, like you've said for ATS? Would it be driver mileage, or would it be something else, or would you want us to make the decision for you? So to answer that question, and that's a very good question. To answer that question, I'm not gonna lie, you guys would probably have to make the decision, because I know what I would want. Question is that what you guys want? You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I could think of 2 other European manufacturers I wouldn't mind having, Volvo or Mercedes-Benz. Now, between the two, I really do like the Mercedes-Benz more because it's an extra long chassis. The 6x4, but I also like the Volvo a lot. Is this it? Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Alright, cool. Hopefully you morons like go buys. Like I don't have to deal with you guys anymore. Gotta get our parking spot first. Oh, I guess it's like a fuel delivery or something. Quick pre-trip, quick post-trip. Let's go. But anywho, yeah, so 2.5 hours, that's not bad. That's only gonna take another like 8 minutes or so. Anyway, to get back to that question, so Mercedes-Benz or Volvo, one of the two, those would be my options, but knowing you guys and girls, I would be actually really curious, okay, what does my audience, or let's just say what does my subscribers want me to drive, you know what I mean? And so very good question, not to be disrespectful or anything, because like I do get questions like that on ATS, hey, what would it take for you? And I love my Peterbilt 379. I love it. I love my 379. I've always loved the 379. What would it take? I don't know. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say that comment. I don't know. Like, do I want to go back to a 389 Collider, or do I want to go back to a W900? John Ruda just updated the Kenworth W900 Highway Killer mod. That could be a really big option right now. I mean, the possibilities are just endless at this rate. I wonder if we're taking a picture of this bridge. Or that thing. Here, let's take a quick look, shall we? Okay, here. We'll do this real quick. Boom. I know you guys like it when I do those pictures. And yeah, here we go with the AI again. And why is your again? You know what? I'm not asking. I'm done asking questions today. How about we just answer questions? We do have some time here. Next question comes from, and I would not be mentioning your guys' name or her name, That's just the way I do it. Next question comes from, hey Bill. I do apologize. The baseball question. So I know you're a big baseball guy. I know you're a big Baltimore Orioles fan. What is your bucket list for stadiums? And would the Orioles have to play there, or would you want to go see anybody play there? So, I've been to Camden Yards. Love Camden Yards. I've been to a lot of the local teams around here in Pennsylvania and in Maryland. I guess to fully answer your question, actually, I've been to Citizens Bank Park, where the Philadelphia Phillies are home to. Love that ballpark. I mean, we went there last year for my girlfriend's mother's birthday, and we went there and we had the best seats in the house, in my opinion. It was the Orioles versus Phillies, and we had a really good time. We enjoyed it. Yes, the Phillies won. Oh well. I had a good time. My girlfriend had a good time. My son had a good time. That's all I care about. My son having a good time. She had a good time. Her mother had a good time. Yeah, their Phillies won, but oh well. I got to see the young and upcoming talent with the Baltimore Orioles, so I was happy. So, but to give you my top five, like on my top five bucket list, two of them are on there for history. One of them is for scenic view. This one. Two of them is for history. One of them is a scenic view. Actually, two of them are actually a scenic view, and the third one or the fifth one, it would be probably just a random one. But the two that would be history would be Fenway Park and Wrigley Field. Don't know why. Wrigley Field has always called my name. I think I've always wanted to check out Wrigley Field, the history, walk around the Chicago Cubs Museum, or just be there for a Chicago Cubs game and just check out the history of Wrigley Field. That would be pretty cool. Fenway Park, yes, I know it's home to our AL East rival, the Boston Red Sox, but just the history of Fenway Park and the history of the Boston Red Sox. Yes, I am a New England Patriots fan, but I think it would be pretty cool to check out. So, now for scenic views. So, there's actually quite a bit of handful on the scenic view list. This way. I'm getting better at watching my GPS. So, first question, or the first one is going to be Busch Stadium, where the St. Louis Cardinals play. To see the St. Louis Arch, the St. Louis City, the city of St. Louis. I think that would be pretty cool. Really looks like a nice, beautiful stadium, in my opinion. So that's number one. That's like up there. Up next will be where the San Francisco Giants play. I've always wanted to check that place out. McCovey Bay. I just have it looks awesome. It looks pretty cool. And the only reason why I say it looks pretty cool is because if they hit the ball good at right field, it goes in the water, and then you see the people in the kayaks go after the ball. I think that's pretty cool. I've always liked that stadium. I think that's a pretty cool looking stadium too. So, I would say for another one for a scenic view would probably be PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like, yes, I know I'm going to be a critic here because you're just saying that because you're a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Yes and no. I mean, I was just there for a Pittsburgh Penguins game like not too long ago, but I can sit there and tell you like the views from that stadium are beautiful. Like the photos don't do it justice. Like the camera views on TV don't do it justice. It's a very beautiful ballpark. I wish it was under different ownership, but I'm not really a Pirates fan, so I'm not really gonna bitch about that. So yeah. That's for the dealers. Oh, it's a roundabout. Okay, I thought it was actually a road. Okay, another one for me. And this is just also this goes for the view and for the history. Yankee Stadium. You know, yeah, I know it's the New York Yankees. You know, yeah, I'm not really the biggest Yankee guy. You know, I do support the Yankees sometimes, not all the time, especially when they play my Orioles. Oh yeah, we cleared. But I will say this though, I would love to check out Yankee Stadium or go to Yankee Stadium for a game. And last but not least, probably have to be the Seattle Mariners. And I don't know why. So. Alright, let's quickly go park this thing and then I'll quit rambling. But very good question. I know that question took a little bit longer than normal. Oh boy. Thank God this thing ain't super wide. Woo! That's tight. I'm not gonna make it perfect. There we go. We're in. Hit the beacon. Leave the parking lights on. Brake. E. T. Excellent job. 398 miles, 17 hours and 36 minutes, 75.4 gallons of fuel consumed. All right. I know, I do apologize for the rushing because we are a little bit over our timer. Let's just take a look, see. I wouldn't mind staying in Italy for a little bit, so maybe we can get lucky here and find something. So I'll take a look around. Maybe we'll do a short run. Maybe I'll give you guys a silent trip. But anyways, guys, yes, I do apologize with the video. I do apologize about my trucker rage coming out. But hey, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, love all of you. Thank you for all the love on here on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe.